It is a symbol that represents a nascent grouping of 7 South Asian nations trying to stand together as a regional giant, sharing a common heritage and a diversity of culture. An order founded on the basic premise that economic cooperation and trade among these nations is the best answer in a world getting increasingly polarized into regional blocs. And the SAARC Economic Cooperation Conference, inaugurated this week by the Prime Minister of India, Mr. H.D. Deve Gowda, only served to highlight the imperative of strengthening SAARC as a free trade and economic zone, which boasts of a market larger than that of China.
The way the world is opening up, things will move fast. And even in this morning, I made a statement that what we call SAFTA, free trade area, instead of going up to, for next 10 years, we are talking, our target is to go up to 2005. We should aim, and I am sure India is making an effort in this direction, our government is keen, that this should be achieved by 2000. That means in the next 4 years, we should be able to achieve the objective of totally liberalizing trade among the 7 countries.
This has to be done in partnership with the government, with the bureaucrats, with the media. Everybody is in it together, because as SAARC, we are all together, and it's not just businessmen or the government or one media or bureaucrats alone. So this is a task which all of us have to get together and put SAARC in the world economic map. So I think some initial steps have started, but we hope that in the coming years, coming days, our leaders, all of us together will work in partnership to make it a reality.
Beyond the hype and rhetoric, however, the conference tried to address the moot question regarding how far the South Asian Preferential Trade Treaty has moved since its inception.
When SAFTA was first signed, people criticized SAFTA and said it's meaningless and it's not really going to contribute towards increasing intra-regional trade, because the list of items were very narrow. But now these lists are being expanded, and as more and more businesses come to know, I'm also finding even for SAFTA, there is a lot of encouragement and lot of response from the business community of the region.
Trade among the countries of this region is as low as 3% of the total trade. Indian exports to SAARC countries amounted to $29.9 million in fiscal year 1995-96, while Pakistan's export to the region touched $7.8 million, followed by Sri Lanka at $3.6 million. Experts say that much of it has to do with intra-regional trade barriers and mutual distrust.
The progress in SAARC cooperation has been very slow, because the governmental will was not there between India and Pakistan. But the recent events like the track 2 diplomacy and the opening of the electronic media, which is now reaching out Pakistan also, that has a tremendous impact both in India and Pakistan. And the people, they want SAARC, the progress of SAARC to be more speedier. And we hope that now there has been a change in the political perspective also, and given the intensity of the people's will, will become more fast and the cooperation will increase.
Each one will have to have the will to cooperate together. Since everywhere in the world the regional cooperations are taking place, and it's a must, and I think there's lots of potential in our region, and in spite of all these diversities, we will have to have the will to work together. And I think that's the only way.
With the conference setting ambitious targets for cooperation in the areas of trade, investment, energy, technology and travel, SAARC appears to be inching closer to the goal of becoming a regional powerhouse. But how soon that happens will depend a lot on the collective political will of the SAARC nations to brush aside existing hurdles and barriers to economic cooperation.